Reg. Go on, Reg. Good, great touches.
Wow. I think I personally, my emotions is to go on Saturday and just to have that feeling of lifting that trophy. That's my feeling right now. And in whatever I'm doing, that's all what I'm thinking about right now. Since the week started, I've been thinking about it since the last game, since the day we qualified to the finals. My mood changed, and that's what I've been thinking all along. Yeah.
When you think about this game, the high stakes, do you think about it mentally in a different way, or do you try to treat it like a normal game?
Honestly, I'm not carrying that pressure because I'm just taking it as a normal game because I know we've played them before, so we know it's a game that like it will be just a normal game. But the one who wants it most is the one that is gonna get it. So we're looking forward for that.
And then, when you look back at the entire season, was there one moment, one game where you were like, this team can win it all?
Yeah, I can tell you, to be honest with you, this league is competitive, and we can't underrate any team. So every team was possible for them to be where we are. So, but it's about the hard working that we had put into that has brought us here, that has brought us far here where we are right now, because we really wanted this from the word go up to now. So I think we deserve it.
And then, I don't want you to look ahead, obviously, but if the Pride win the championship, what would it mean to you personally, and then for the city of Orlando as well?
Wow, it will mean a lot to me because first to the Shield, it was the first trophy I've won in my career, and now looking forward to the playoffs trophy, it will mean a lot to me and to the Orlando City, the people, the fans. Definitely, I'm going to dedicate it to our fans because they've been always there for us. When we have a game, they will be cheering us up. So it's so interesting and so amazing to have our fans. Yeah.
All right, to start, what is your emotional state heading into the championship game?
Honestly, really confident. You know, obviously we got some nerves there, but I think overall, like, the momentum is for us, and we're all really clicking really well. So I think we're really confident, and we'll go into the game really confident.
Yeah,
Emotional state heading into the game.
I feel calm. I feel good. I think I'll have some nerves the day of the game, but for now, just enjoying these last couple days with the girls, and yeah, feeling cool, feeling confident.
You can hold on to it. Looking at the game, obviously it's the highest stakes possible. How do you sort of mentally approach that? Do you sort of treat it like a normal regular season game, normal routine, or in the back of your mind you know it's the final and it's a little bit in the back of your mind, but you're still trying to treat it as normal?
Yeah, I would say definitely have it in the back of my mind that it's a championship, but also just treat it like another game. And I think we have so many big personalities and players who have so much experience on these stages that I think definitely rely on them. So just do what I know how to do and try not to do anything crazy, anything extra, and just really lean on the players who have been here before and can lead us through that.
Yeah, I think go through like the normal routine, like Em said, like keeping it in the back of my mind that it is a championship game, but obviously this is just a game, you know, but like having fun, like keeping that in the back of my mind, and yeah, like having confidence in each other and knowing that we've built all this chemistry, all this momentum, and it's leading up to this moment, so we just got to finish the job.
Another question, looking at the entire season, was there a moment, a game, a goal where you realized, wow, I think we actually have a chance to win it this year? Does one stick out in particular?
Honestly, like winning the Shield, it just like that. It was just the culmination of like everything that's happened for us, you know, like in the history of Orlando, like bringing home the Shield and hopefully bringing home like a championship for the city would be amazing for the fans and honestly for this team, like, and everything like we've been through as an organization, like it would be huge.
Same question. Was there a moment this year where you were like, wow, I think think we have a chance?
For me, it was when we played Kansas City away, just to come out with a win and defeat the only other unbeaten team that season, and also being down a player. So to see that like grit for a lot of the majority of the game, being down a player, that's when I was like, okay, they have Chewinga, like they have a threat, and we're still taking care of business, being down a man. So that was when I was like, okay, we're gonna win this thing.
And then final question. I don't want you guys to look ahead too much, but if the Pride do win the championship, what would it mean to you personally and then for the city of Orlando as well?
Yeah, I just think about playing for Orlando and all the fans who have stuck with the team through, some really bad times. And I also just think about Marta and taking the championship back for her. I mean, how much she's given to not only Orlando, but the game of soccer as a whole, I think is so inspiring. And I'm really just doing this for both the fans and for Marta, because I think everyone deserves it so much.
Same question. What would it mean to you personally and for the city of Orlando?
I mean, having been with the Pride since 2021, it's been a roller coaster, and to see like all the work that Haley, Seb have put into this organization, it would mean the world. And of course, for the fans who have stuck with us, it would just mean so much. I mean, and also winning it for Marta would be insane, but also for Lou and the journey she's been through. So, we have so many reasons to be like so pumped to win this thing. So hopefully we bring it home.
What is your sort of emotional state heading into this championship game?
Personally, I'm just really excited. I've been with Orlando for like almost 5 years now, so it's been quite the roller coaster. So yeah, I'm just really grateful, and I'm super excited that we're here. And this moment is one of a kind, and this group of girls is one of a kind as well. So I think, yeah, just ready to enjoy everything, no matter how it comes.
Where am I emotionally? So I don't know if a lot of people saw after the game, I was just crying. Our last game, but it was just so many tears of joy, and just knowing that all of our hard work is paying off right now. So I think that's just I would just always say there's just so much joy and just so much happiness going into this game, because it's so nice to see all of our hard work paying off. And we have backs against the walls a couple times this year, and a lot of people were doubting us a lot this year, and it's just nice to know we've had each other through that the whole entire way. We're just so happy for each other, and just really excited for what we're going to do in 2 days. Okay.
Thinking about the stakes of the game, obviously the highest stakes possible, how do you treat it sort of mentally heading into this game? Do you try to treat it as like a regular season game, a normal routine, or do you, in the back of your mind, do you know that this is a bigger game than normal, and you have that in the back of your mind?
I think it's very fair to acknowledge the fact that this is the championship. I think you can't not acknowledge that, but in preparation, we're trying to just treat it like another game. That's what we've been doing all year. Just another game by game. It's the last one, so we'll just do the same thing we've been doing. But you can't not acknowledge the fact that this is the championship. This is the biggest game for most of our careers right now, and the pressure's good though, and that means you care, and so it's gonna be great.
Same question.
Yeah, for me, I feel like I'm really just trying to treat it as another game. I like to keep things super lighthearted and simple. So yeah, I want that vibe, everyone to just be super normal and as less nerves as possible, although nerves are a good thing. But yeah, for me, I'm just here to be myself and help in any way that I can.
And then a couple more questions. One, was there a moment this year, whether that's a game, a goal, something that happened where you were like, wow, I think we can really win this year?
I don't know. I feel kind of back to the first question, I feel like I've been super level-headed this whole time, and just been taking one game at a time, and I think that we all have, and I think that's why we've been so successful, because we never looked too far into the future. We always just took it one game at a time. But to be honest, the semifinal and Marta's goal, I was like, oh, this is sick. So yeah, no, I think for me it's just been super level-headed and take it one game at a time and see where it takes us, and it took us where we're here.
Same question. Is there a moment this year where you were like, I think we have a chance of winning?
Yeah, so we were taking game by game, so anything could happen the next game, and so I just remember when Seb, we were about to enter playoffs, and he like read all of our accolades on a piece of paper, and he crumpled it up and tossed it. We're like, oh, like, and so you're like, you're right though. Like now we're in playoffs, like one loss, you're gone. So I remember like it was like an out of body experience. I swear it was. I was off the field, but Marta scored the third goal in the semifinal, and I remember looking at Audrey and I said, "Holy crap, we're about to do this!" And like that, and like I know it sucks that like it took like the very last goal for us to score before the championship, but like you can't take everything for granted. Things happen. They scored a goal late in that game, so like things could have gone completely different or something like that. But like in that moment, I was like, it really sunk in. You're like, holy crap, we're gonna actually go to the championship, and she like secured it for us. And of course, Marta scored the most Marta-esque goal you could possibly witness in your life. But like, yeah, that's when like, everything started sinking in. I started crying. That's when all the tears actually started, and then we had an extra 19 minutes of stoppage time, and then that was anxiety. But it like really just like sunk in right there when she scored that goal.
And then final question. I know you probably don't want to look ahead, but if Pride win the championship, what would it mean to you personally, and then for the city of Orlando as well?
I think just for the city of Orlando, for our organization, I think it's just like finally saying like, you guys have thought so little of us. We've always been the underdog. So what more do we need to do for you to realize that we are here to play and we are here to make a stamp in the league? And I guess winning a championship and a shield in 1 year is going to have to be the reason why. But like also just like to ourselves, like just the players here, I think it's just credit to like all of our hard work and just like how much adversity we've gone through for multiple years to get where we are now. And we've been grinding and just running 1Ks and having absurd like travel schedules. And it's just finally like all of our fruits of our labor is going to come into play. And I think that's what really is going to be great for us. But I think finally like people are going to see Orlando Pride for something great instead of something so little. And I think that's really going to be pivotal for us. But like about time is like all I can say about it.
Same question.
The word that came straight to my head was respect. Like, we've done so much this year, and like we continue to have to prove ourselves. And I think winning the Shield like wasn't even enough to get that respect. So yeah, and I think for the city of Orlando, it's just like getting people out to actually come to our games. Like, I get we have an MLS team and it's amazing because we get those fans too, but like we want the respect of our own fans and people in the seats every single game that we have, no matter what is on stake, like what we're doing.
Obviously, it's been an incredible season for Orlando Pride. What is your sort of emotional state heading into this game?
Mostly excitement. You know, we've been waiting for this opportunity for so long, especially since we won the Shield at home. You know, getting into the playoffs was one of our goals, and here we are today, you know, prepping for the championship final.
When you take a look at the entire season, what was a game or moment where you realized, man, we actually have a shot at winning the entire thing this year?
I think there was multiple moments. I think, you know, the attitude of the players coming in early and wanting to get straight into it shows their dedication and their goals that they wanted to achieve something special this year. You know, throughout the season, early on, you know, when we're going into, you know, that winning streak and we're having to play, you know, 3 games in a week, again, shows the commitment of the players. You know, going to Kansas away and being down to 10 players and still managing to get 3 points. And I think just, you know, winning the Shield as well, I think that's a historic moment for everyone. It's something that we've had our goals set early on in the year, and then having achieved that with 3 games to go is pretty impressive. And so there's multiple moments, you know, all the adversity as well that the players have had to deal with to get to this point. They've just stuck together through all of it.
And then when you think about the stakes of the game, when it comes to being a player and even as a coach, how do you sort of mentally prepare for this game? Do you treat it like a normal regular season game, or in the back of your mind, do you know that this is a bigger game, and how do you treat the game mentally?
I think we prepare as best we can, control the controllables, of course, like, you know, our training, our load, everything. Obviously, this is a bit new to us with having a media day before the game, but you know, the players are very focused on what the task is, and there's an excitement, there's a rawness because there's not many players who have been in this position as well. So I think everything together will ultimately help us to get what we want.
And then final question, I know you don't want to probably look ahead too much, but if Orlando Pride win the championship, what would that mean to not just this team, but the city of Orlando as well?
I think it's the biggest achievement in Orlando history, not only with the club and the organization, but in general, the city itself. You know, the city has been put through a lot of distraught, and you know, it'll be nice to give back to the community with something that they can hold on to and call it their own. So yeah, it's a big responsibility. I said that when I came into this job, that I was responsible for success, and you know, hopefully we can add to our shield with a championship title.